Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, Airspeed Prime here with my next Avatar comic news update video. And yeah, we just got Korra news with the Turf Wars preview pages a day or two ago. And now we have Avatar comic news. And it's pretty much what we expected around this time. And that is that we have the announcement, I suppose, reveal of the North and South Library Edition hardcover. So what this is obviously it is the collected edition of North and South. So this hardcover book is going to be a little bit bigger, have the panels just a little bit bigger, it's going to have annotations, it's going to have some extras, and it's going to contain North and South Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 all together in one book, and it's the hardcover edition, of course. Amazon is saying November 7th, 2017 for the release date. That is the mass market release date because it is a Tuesday. Comics always come out on Wednesdays. So by the usual rule that we have for this, we go back 13 days and we get the comic book store initial release date. And that is, in this case, October 25th. So we expect this book to be released first and foremost October 25th in comic book stores, November 7th from Amazon and elsewhere, and so on. So let's just get down to talking about this. I don't think Amazon has a description beyond what we just usually have for this. So the only real thing to discuss is the cover. So overall, really nice looking image here. Just with the snowy background, the kind of Water Tribe Mountains in the back, and then the majority of Team Avatar in the cover. Obviously Sokka and Katara on the front, with Katara doing the bending, so she's really emphasized on the front as like the main character of the book. Aang a little bit in the back, Toph in the back, and then Zuko on the side. Again, the character selection is kind of weird because we have up to Part 2 out already, and we haven't seen Zuko in the book yet. Yet he's apparently important enough of a character within this story to be on the cover. And then similarly, like with Toph and Aang's appearance in the book so far, why are they on the cover necessarily? I get it's Team Avatar returning to the North, returning to the South, and that's an important thing to emphasize, but it just, in terms of what the book has been about so far, it's been Katara primarily. That, like, to me, the more fitting thing is almost like to have, like, Hakoda, Gilak, Melina, Katara on the cover, rather than these other characters. And then if it is meant to emphasize, like, Team Avatar returning to the South, it's just kind of like, poor Suki, she keeps getting forgotten that, like, she is a member of Team Avatar as far as we're aware. Yet she's constantly forgotten that she's actually a member of the team. It just is so frustrating, and I know a lot of people who are huge fans of Suki feel that way with the comics because she's been kept away from soccer for so long, and then just in general, like, away from most of the team. Like, we assume if Zuko's coming down to the South in Part 3, that Suki's probably going to come with him because Suki is Zuko's bodyguard, but we don't know for sure, and like her being left out of the cover here is just a little bit like, oh, forgotten again. And especially if she is actually in Part 3, it's just another kind of slap in the face to Suki fans, which is like, apparently the people putting together these covers don't think that she's worthy enough to be on the cover with the rest of them. So that's just a kind of interesting thing. Otherwise, the image is quite nice. It's fitting, and like it stands out with that many characters on the cover. The emphasis of like it being kind of a snowy background, it definitely makes it look different than all of the other covers, which most of them are a little bit darker on the covers of the hardcover, so this is going to stand out as kind of being brighter. It's a different kind of story that's going on here, and I think that works. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say here. This, as I said before, we just expect this to be the kind of standard North and South kind of standard library edition kind of situation here, where we're going to get a couple of pages of like concept art stuff in the back of the book. In this case, it's probably going to be how they came to the designs for Melina, Malik, Gilak, and some of those new characters, and maybe how they designed some of the new Water Tribe city and how it looks. The annotations might be interesting this time out to see how far they go in depth in them, but they're always interesting to a degree, but never like mind-blowing with their reveals. And then of course, if you really like the art to be just a little bit bigger than it is in the individual parts, this is the book to get. And once again, release date is going to be October 25th in comic book stores, November 7th elsewhere. But yeah, that's been the video. Let me know your thoughts on the North and South Library Edition announcement and cover, and the lack of Suki, and what you expect to happen with Suki. Hashtag, where's Suki, I suppose, is basically what we're going for here at this point. So yeah, that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.